Hello. My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we dealt with Sanctuary. Henry Lawson, Miranda, and Oriana's father has been put down. They will never have to worry about their father again. And speaking of Miranda, she placed a tracker on Kaileng, which means we now know where Cerberus main headquarters is. Now, whilst I'm sure that Naomi would love to rush over there, I mean, she's wanted a face-to-face confrontation with the Illusive Man for years now. I imagine she spends most of her evenings up in her cabin, polishing her pistol, just whispering, soon, my pretty, soon. Like, I am certain that Naomi would love nothing more than to rush over there and kick his ass. But I did notice, once the attack is launched, the Alliance will be fully committed to the final fight against the Reapers. That, to me, screams this is the final mission. This is the mission that will kick off, a series of events that will lead into the final mission. So I think we need to do these first. I think we need to get to Shore Leave and Dr. Bryson first. This freaks me out. Like, I know I've got the 2 DLCs left, but I feel like everything is ending and that makes me feel funny.
The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks.
Oh, I like that line. I like that. Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. I think they've been dead for years. Personally, I think they signed their death warrant when they started fucking with Naomi personally. So not on Akuz. Akuz wasn't a personal attack on Naomi. Naomi and her squad just sort of stumbled into a situation that was much bigger than they anticipated. No. They started fucking with her personally in Mass Effect 2 when they brought her back from the dead. That right there, the Lazarus Project, that's when they signed their death warrants. I've had people tell me this in the past. Oh, Naomi should be grateful to Cerberus. She should be grateful towards the Illusive Man because he brought her back from the dead. No. By that logic, if I go round to your house and I look at all of your furnishings and go, oh, this is shit, I'ma just start tearing through walls, bringing down your wallpaper and putting up stuff I like. I remove all of your furniture and put in stuff that I think is better. Like, by that logic, if I ruin your house, you come back like, oh, what the fuck, there's cheetah print wallpaper now. The sofa has tiger print. Like, oh, they're not even from the same continent. Jesus, like, if I ruin your house, I have the right to say, oh, well, you should be grateful. I did it for you. I spent time. I spent money on it. Like, you should be grateful. No, I've not been asked to redecorate your house. Consent is very important. Naomi never consented to being brought back from the dead. And if she had been asked, she would have said, no, absolutely not. Let me die, please. So this idea of like, oh, well, they did something for you, therefore you should be grateful. No. That is foolish.
Commander?
Oh, trainer. Now then, hello. Wait a minute. Okay, I was thinking, Kaileng likes to send those pissy little emails every time we meet him. I was thinking, is he pretending to be the news now? No, this is an actual news thing. ANN alert. New article on Quarian fleet. From Alliance News Network information partners. Palaven, the Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy, are today paying respects to an unlikely ally, the Marines of the Quarian fleet. The weakened immune systems of Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships, but when an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay, providing vital intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Oh my god! Buddy! Commanded by squad leader Cal Riga, the Quarian team repaired the comm system, then oh shit! Buddy. Then sacrificed their lives holding the position until Krogan troops arrived. When Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Riga refused, insisting they could not risk the relay falling. He said multiple breaches to their exosuits made evacuation impossible. "We're all dead anyway," Riga reportedly said. "Just make them pay for it." A spokesman for Primarch Victus praised the squad's bravery. "Whatever our past politics, today the galaxy stands together against a single threat," Victus said. "We are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honor." Oh my god, Riga! I liked him, god damn it. Oh, we must raise a glass in his honor. We must do that. He was a top bloke. And he died fighting. Oh my god.
Commander?
Joker?
Nice work shutting that place down. Is Miranda okay?
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
Oh, Naomi has no idea. They're monsters, like, Naomi has no idea how they sleep at night doing half of the things they do. Like, yeah, she has no answers.
I don't know how the Illusive Man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
You're damn right, Commander. Commander?
Joker. And Edie?
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
Some prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
Oh. Life isn't just survival. People fight different. I'm drawn to this. Because here's the thing. For so much of Naomi's life, for the vast majority of her existence, it has been about survival. I've said this before. Naomi kind of pictures herself as being very similar to the cockroach. She is Naomi, the cockroach shepherd. She can't die. She won't, like, even when she should be dead. People keep bringing her back, and it's very annoying. Just let the bitch die, please. That's all she wants. She's not suicidal, but, you know, it is weird. It is weird the number of things that she has survived that would kill most other people. Most other people would be dead by now. Like, when she was a little girl and she was dealing with a negligent mum, she survived. When she joined the gang and she was being shot at and doing drugs, she survived. On a cruise, when everyone else was killed by Thresher Moors, she survived. When she died, she survived. The number of times she has crash landed, like, Naomi's whole existence has been about survival. Survival at all costs. I can't go with this for Naomi. I just can't. She's a fighter. At the end of the day, she's a fighter and she's going to survive. The cockroach will live.
Not everyone resists with firebombs and guns. Especially if they don't have them.
But this was not a statistically insignificant number. 90% refused to report their fellow prisoners. Indoctrination should have reduced the number of rebels to nearly 0.
Maybe word got out how indoctrination worked, and they made a decision.
I see. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
If the Normandy were captured, my fate would be similar to the indoctrinated. My code would be rewritten. I would become loyal to the Reapers. I would rather become non-functional than help them.
Oh my god. Edie! I love Edie. I love most of the companions, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure what to go with here, because we can't make this promise. We'll protect you, we can't guarantee that. At the same time, I like your resolve. To me, that translates to, yes, kill yourself. I encourage you to kill yourself. Like, no, don't! I don't know how this is going to come out. Again, I'm concerned because it's the renegade option. And I can't necessarily picture Naomi being like, oh yes, if you are captured, you should kill yourself, 100%. Yeah, Like, that doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, I guess for as long as we are able to, we're gonna try and protect her.
We won't let that happen to you, Edie.
You may have no choice. If you perish first, I want you to know I will never be a part of the Reaper forces. The Reapers must be defeated, not because they threaten death, but because the threat of death makes us die inside. It is the right of sapiens to live freely and securely. That is worth non-functionality.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good.
Oh, Edie.
I would like a moment to myself, Shepard. I am examining human literature.
Ooh.
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, darling. I wonder what Edie reads. Personally, I love a good murder mystery. I love a good murder mystery. I'm reading Agatha Christie. I'm also quite fond of Richard Osman. I'm very picky. I'm very picky when it comes to my literature. I've been trying to branch out more, but it's tough. I found it was so disappointing. It was so disappointing. I found a book. I'm not gonna say the title because I don't recommend it, and I'm not gonna say the author's name because I don't want to slag her off personally. Because clearly she put time and effort into her book, even if I didn't necessarily like it. But the premise was really interesting. This guy, he's seen falling from an apartment block. And it's the middle of the day. The apartment block is on a busy street. There's a bus stop. So there were plenty of people there at the time. So they see him fall. However, they quickly notice, oh shit, his hands were tied behind his back. So clearly he didn't jump. This isn't suicide, this is murder. So they call up the police. Now, because there were a bunch of people at the scene, they could see, yet there was no one on the balcony behind him. No one was jumping onto different balconies. So there was no one that we could see out there. The police look at CCTV. No one exited the apartment block. They go up to the apartment that this guy was living in, and it's been basically barricaded from the inside. So they have to get a battering ram to go into it. It's been, the door's been, nailed shut with planks. All the vents have been barricaded. So no one could get out. However, there's no one inside. So who pushed this guy and where did they go? Because they didn't leave the apartment block. They didn't hop onto a different balcony, and the apartment was basically locked from the inside. Your classic locked room mystery. It was really intriguing. However, the inner monologue of the lead detective was not great. Like, literally, all of her inner monologue was about how shaggable her co-workers were. And no, I'm not there for that. I don't need to hit, like, you know, oh, I'm Tanya. I'm the lead detective. I'm really hot and sexy. A bunch of people want to have sex with me. This is my partner, John. John is really fuckable too. If he wasn't in a relationship, I'd totally bang him. And this is Priya. She's the forensics expert. If I was into women and she was into women, I'd totally bang her. This is the chief of police. He is old and not sexy. I would not bang him. Like, that was her entire inner monologue every time she met a new character. She would kind of be like, would I bang them or would I not? And I'm like, I'm not here for this. I just want to know who killed the guy. Like, please. Please. Yeah, I'm very picky. I'm very picky with my pros. So, Agatha Christie, Richard Osman, cracking authors. Cracking authors. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Can you feel it, Shepard? Feel the quickening? Illusive Man better say his prayers tonight, because we are coming for him. Murderous asshole. Oh, yeah. Tide is turning. I feel it.
Okay, Kaiden got dark.
After what I saw down there, I have never been more filled with rage. Sanctuary. Illusive Man's obviously crazy, but bring him on. Cases like this, I don't mind killing crazy. Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
God damn it. I love the tonal dissonance. Just, yeah. Crazy. I don't mind killing crazy. The Illusive Man had better sleep with one eye open. Ready for the next mission.
Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
Okay, Kaiden. Okay, buddy. Don't worry, we're gonna go mess him up. We are absolutely gonna go mess him up, eventually. At some point in the future, but not today. Oh, Tali, hello!
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Taurian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tali.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
Oh, darling, that is... I don't think that Naomi knows how to answer that. That's a little bit above her pay grade. She has parental issues herself.
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
Tequila Salai, indeed. I love that. I love that. Emergency induction port. That's a straw, Tally. That's a straw. Oh, Girl, I'd offered to hold your hair back when you inevitably, excuse me, throw up later. That's a thought. Do Quarians have hair? I'm not entirely sure.
At your service.
Hello?
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it. Hello again.
Hello, Liara. And nothing new there. Okay, and no upgrades. Good stuff. Now then, Garrus, buddy. Garrus, buddy, what are your thoughts?
So the Illusive Man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane.
Oh yeah, he's always been insane.
A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the Illusive Man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull.
Oh, that might be a bit of an issue, buddy, because Naomi has claimed his head. Naomi claimed his head a while ago. It's going in her fish tank. Then again, I mean, if you wanted to desecrate the skull by carving their names into it, and then the skull goes in her fish tank, yeah, that would be acceptable. That would be acceptable.
Another time, maybe.
Okay, fair play, Garrus. But yeah, just so long as his skull ends up in her fish tank, Naomi will be happy. That's really all she wants, you know, his skull in her fish tank.
Just reviewing some charts.
Okie doke. Do you have any Quarian hangover cures? Because I think Tali is going to need that tomorrow. She's definitely gonna be a wee bit fucked up in the morning. And Alice, are you gonna be reporting on this?
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. Brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections, the exclusive details next in the battle space. Commander.
Okay, and nothing more to say. Now, any gossip here?
Commander.
Adams? Yeah, no one's over there. Okay.
Nothing to report.
Good stuff.
Shepard.
Daniels. And that just leaves Javik. You'd think Javik would have something to say on Sanctuary, you know. Oh, you must defeat your enemies. Cerberus has proven that they're crazy. Then again, Javik probably only cares about that because they were fucking about with...
I heard about your talk with Liara. You act so angry, but you really care about us.
I need you functional to destroy the Reapers.
You care about Liara. You like her.
You are intoxicated. A foolish risk given Quarian symbiotic physiology.
And you like me too.
This conversation is over.
Tali, no! Why didn't we take her phone? Why didn't we take her phone? But let me just finish my thought. I think Javik he probably isn't upset about civilians being killed. He's probably more upset that Cerberus were fucking with Reaper tech.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship, its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Asari are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
Stop smelling our pheromones, it's weird. It's weird and invasive, please. Ooh. It's funny. It's funny because I've said this before, Naomi isn't suicidal. She does believe that she should be dead. She died. She died with the original Normandy. She should have been allowed to rest in peace with her original ship. She isn't suicidal. She's not about to rectify that herself. But I do think that on some degree, Naomi believes that she is on borrowed time. I think really that the only way I can see Naomi's story ending is if she dies in the final battle. That's kind of my hope for her, that she will die in the final battle. Because in a way, I think that Naomi is too traumatized to continue on with life. If it had been one thing, a cruise, if it had just been that, I think she could have gotten therapy. But it's everything else on top of it. It's being brought back from the dead by Cerberus. And having people react like, oh, well, you should be grateful. You should be grateful. Again, she views that as a sexual assault. Cerberus had their hands all up in her. She views that as being akin to a sexual assault, and she's got people telling her, oh, you should be grateful. You should be so grateful that Cerberus brought you back from the dead. You should feel grateful that you feel like a sexual assault victim. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then she was their slave for, I'm not entirely sure how long Mass Effect 2 took. And now she has all of this stress. All of this PTSD from a cruise and from the Reaper War and this, that, and t'other. And I think it's trauma built upon trauma, built upon trauma, built upon trauma. She has trauma relating to her childhood. Like, she has lived this extremely traumatic life. And I don't know how well she would cope in a civilian role. I feel like too much has happened to her to be able to properly cope, and I don't know if there is enough therapy in the galaxy to fix that. And I kind of feel, from Naomi's perspective, she's not suicidal. It's not necessarily that she wants to die, but I think on some level she's like, hey, I cheated death. I should be dead. By all rights, I should be dead. And I feel like the scales have to be evened out at some point, and the best time for that would be in the final battle. I think it... Is this why you wish to continue living? As I said, Naomi isn't suicidal. She's not gonna do something foolish in her cabin one day with her pistol. Like, she's not gonna do anything like that. I think that the one kind of bright spot is her friends. Like, she knows, hey, if I die in the final battle, they're gonna be absolutely devastated. For them, I want to continue living, but for myself, like, too much has happened to me. Too much has happened to me, and I don't know if I can have a regular life after all of this. I don't know if I can bear everything I've seen and experienced and felt. For my friends, I want to continue living, but for myself, I think I want to rest.
Without that affection, all I have in my life is death. And that's not enough.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Oh, very quickly, I like that. Without that affection, all I would have in my life is death, and that's not enough. I love that. I love that. Because to be brutally honest, it's true. It's true. All Naomi has is death and destruction, and her friends. Oh, I mean, Naomi never forgets. All of the people who died under her command, all of the people who failed. All of that trauma, she carries it with her. She never puts it down, so yeah.
If I had something like this, seeing Earth again, whole, with everyone still alive, that would be worth the pain.
Before the Reapers, the stars belonged to us. Civilization flourished. There was the Quasar fortress of the Tarandi Vale, the ice canals of Judar IV, the palisades of the Verome Angelic. It was magnificent. But then...
What is it?
The Reapers came. Planet by planet, we were extinguished. We fought back.
You okay?
I once commanded a ship like this one. A loyal crew with many friends. It was captured. Only I escaped.
What happened to them?
Indoctrinated. The Reapers sent them against me. Year after year, battle after battle, I was hunted by my own people. Every encounter, a reminder of my failure as a soldier.
Sorry. I had no idea.
Until the Battle of the Cronian Nebula. I had only my knife left. I cornered my men and slit their throats one by one. I watched them bleed to death to be certain.
That must have been...
It was the day I understood. War is atrocity committed in the name of survival. It is a lesson I wish I had never learned.
I think that was the nicest conversation we've ever had with Javik. Damn.
The crew seemed shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I will spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your Illusive Man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit. Subjugating the Reapers will not bring victory. Only their extinction will. Your Asari continues to question me. I'm beginning to wish her kind had never learned to talk.
God damn it.
I would prefer to be alone.
Okay, Javik. Okay, dude. And that just leaves in the shuttle bay. Oh, Sophie.
Hey there.
Indeed, who's a good bubba? Sophie's a good bubba.
Everything okay, Shepard? Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
But you have nothing to say about Sanctuary. Okay. Cortez gives no shits. And James, surely you must have something to say, James.
I can't believe the Illusive Man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Exactly.
Just one more reason to hate them.
Let's not remove responsibility from the Illusive Man for his actions. He's always been a bastard.
I can't wait to take the fight to the Illusive Man. I wonder what he's thinking right now. You just know he's got a plan.
There you go. That's the spirit, James. That's the spirit.
I saw the Crucible data Hackett sent. I don't know what the hell it does, but damn if it isn't impressive. Hey.
Hello there. Okay. Okie doke. Good stuff. And with that, I'm good to bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we will head back to the Citadel and go and find Dr. Bryson. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.